welcome back to another daily New Testament reading. Right now we're in Matthew 21. We're talking about the triumphant entry of Jesus, starting at verse 1. Now when they drew near Jerusalem and came to Bethphage at the Mount of Olives, then Jesus sent 2 disciples, saying to them, "Go into the village opposite you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Loose them and bring them to me. And if anyone says anything to you, you shall say, 'The Lord has need of them,' and immediately he will send them." All this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, "Tell the daughter of Zion, behold, your king is coming to you, lowly and sitting on a donkey, a colt, the foal of a donkey." So the disciples went and did as Jesus commanded them. They brought the donkey and the colt, laid their clothes on them, and set him on them. And a very great multitude spread their clothes on the road. Others cut down branches from the trees and spread them on the road. Then the multitudes who went before those who followed cried out, saying, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna in the highest!" And when he had come into Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, "Who is this?" So the multitude said, "This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth of Galilee." And something that stood out to me in the reading today, I thought about how in just a small amount of time, some of the same people who were blessing the entry of the Lord and setting their clothes out on the road before him and setting out branches to welcome him in were then against the Lord and were cheering to have him executed. And so it just made me think about the practical connection to this for our lives. Something to consider is, and to take inventory of, is, are we always having faith in the Lord's plan for our life, no matter what it looks like, no matter what hardship we go through? Like Job never cursed the Lord, even though his life took a steep turn and went downhill for a long time. He never cursed the Lord. He cursed himself, and he did get a talking to from the Lord. But I think it's good for us to take inventory of how we see the Lord, and are we still blessing him and praising him and thanking him every day, despite what our life may look like, despite what we expected our life to be.